everybody. It is my first podcast and I'm so excited to share with you some good information about money. As you can see, I play the piano. So in my spare time, when I don't think about money, I play the piano and I make music. So first topic of the day is, can you actually make money, do something that you love, and at the same time have a lot of friends, enjoy your life, and basically a lot of happiness? And the answer is absolutely. Well, I don't think I'm there yet, but I'm on my way, you see? So I play the music and I play the piano, as you can see, and I also write music, and in my production right now, I'm working on an album, okay? So I have an opportunity to work with so many talented singers and engineers, audio engineers, mixer, producers, you name it. So it's great. But by trade, I'm a tax CPA. I have a lot of degrees and licenses. I used to work for some of the biggest accounting firms in the world, advising them on various tax topics. And then later on, I figured out that, hey, I really helped a lot of people save a lot of taxes, but myself personally, I really don't know how to achieve financial independence. And so I started to look into that and learned a lot from different sources about ways to basically make money work for me. Okay, and so in 2009, I decided to be on my own. And if you remember what happened in 2008, okay, that was the lowest of the stock market, of the real estate market. And so I thought to myself, this might be a good time to get into real estate. So lo and behold, I went to different seminars and spoke to a lot of gurus, spent a lot of money learning from the gurus, and right out of the gate, I did very well on my first deal in real estate. I still remember until this day how my hands literally was shaking, okay, signing on that dotted line, that contract to buy my first investment real estate property. And so for the next few sessions, I will talk about real estate investing because I love real estate. I had done a little bit of a research, and most people who make a lot of money being in real estate. You see what I'm saying? Donald Trump is one of them, as well as, who else can you think of who are really, really wealthy in real estate? So at any rate, Donald Trump comes to mind because that is how I got into real estate. You see, I got a letter from him, or his firm wanted to teach me how to flip real estate and how to invest in real estate. And so at the time, I was working for Deloitte, one of the biggest accounting firms in the world, and I was not very happy financially speaking, even though I was making six-figure income. Okay, and my husband at the time also was making six-figure income. And so literally both husband and wife making close to $500,000. Okay, this is back in 2008. And yet we did not feel that we had enough. Okay, we had to pay for our mortgage. We had to pay for our kids' tuition. Both of our kids went to a private school. And then we had so many expenses. And to tell the truth, back then, we just spent, okay? And I know it's a hypocrite to talk about money when you're not financially disciplined yourself, okay? But back then, before I learned how money worked, I made a lot of money, but I also spent a lot of money. So no wonder I felt like I never had enough money, okay? Even though we were making close to $500,000, okay? And so anyways, I decided after a lot of soul searching, I decided to go to Donald Trump's university's class. And it's an intro class. And I remember walking from my office at the time in downtown of San Jose to, I think that was a Hyatt Regency at the time on Market Street. And I listened to these two guys talking about how you could make a lot of money. I'm talking about serious money, you guys, serious monies, okay? Being wealthy, taking advantage of the market condition at the time, and that was in 2009. So these two guys, definitely they were salesmen, okay? So by the end of the session, they wanted us, the audience, to buy I believe it was a $2,500 course. It's a weekend, 3-day course that was gonna take place about 2 months from that date. And to tell you the truth, I had never spent $2,500 on one course, okay? When I came to this country, I was very poor, so the way I financed my college education was that I got all kinds of grants, okay? Pell Grant, work study, you name it, because I was a low-income student. I never spent even $2,500 for my college education. So I was kind of hesitant. But you know what? A lot of time in life, if you want to do big things, you need to make big decisions. Okay? So after sitting there for 5 minutes, not knowing what to do, I decided to take out my credit card and walk to the back of the room and paid those two gentlemen $2,500 just so I could learn how to invest in real estate. Okay? And after I did that, I walked back to the office and I was so nervous. I didn't know what I should tell my husband at the time. Honey, I just spent $2,500 on a 3-day course to learn how to invest in real estate. Okay, so I went home that night, didn't say anything much about that. And you know, one day I kind of hinted at the possibility of me quitting my job, being a CPA, and to get into real estate investing. And then my husband looked at me and he went, "Are you serious? Do you know how much money it's gonna take you to invest in real estate?" I said, "Oh, honey, don't worry. You know, these two guys I met, a few weeks ago, they said that I didn't have to put up any money at all and I could buy real estate." And he looked at me and he went, "Are you smoking or what?" I mean, he didn't say that, but he looked at me with that, doubtful eyes of his, like, "Are you serious? Like, are you crazy?" At any rate, long story short, I told him that I bought the course and I was very optimistic about the possibility of me quitting my job and getting to real estate investing. Because I told him, Donald Trump said so, okay? So at any rate, that's how my real estate journey began, okay? So I went to the 3-day course, met a lot of wannabe investors, real estate investors, learned a whole lot. But then guess what? At the end of the second day, that group of people basically decided that we should do something that we had never done before, okay? They instructed us to call our credit card companies and ask for an increase in our credit limits. I go, why does this have anything to do with real estate investing? I was naive. I didn't know where they were going with this. So I went, okay, I can do that. So during break time, I would go out in the courtyard and I called my credit card company and I said exactly what I was coached to say, okay? "Hello, my name is so-and-so, Suzanna, and I would like to ask for a credit increase on my credit card because I have had it for such and such year." And after 5 minutes on the phone, my credit card got an increase in my credit limit, okay? I don't remember how much it was, but it was quite a lot. So I thought, this is cool, okay? Well, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to use this. I mean, I never buy anything, for that much, but okay, let's see how the guys are gonna do next. Well, lo and behold, after that, they upsold us another course, okay? And this is like a seminar 101. It's going to be taking place in a faraway place. I cannot remember where it was. And it was going to cost us 40 grand, okay? To learn all types of real estate investing. Flip, buy and hold, buying land, buying trust deeds, using IRAs, so on and so forth. I mean, a whole lot of topics. So I was like, holy cow, $40,000 for I think it was like a 6-month course, and you're supposed to meet every other week or something, okay? So, well, obviously, well, what do you think? Do you think that I bought it? No, I did not buy it. I was like, whoo, wait a minute, time out. It's time for me to rethink about my strategy, how I'm going to learn about real estate investing without breaking my bank. Well, you know, spending $2,500 on education over a 3-day period, to me, that was quite pricey at the time. But, you know, I would have to say that it was quite worth it, okay? I learned a lot at an elementary level, that is. But to spend $40,000, hello, there's no way that I was going to write a check or hand my credit card and let them charge $40,000. I didn't even know if I could even do it, you know. For me personally, if you teach me something new, okay, I would rather go out there and do it, and you go, hey, Suzanna, you do this wrong, you do this wrong, you do this wrong, okay? Like if I'm gonna play the piano, like I have the piano here in front of me, you don't see it, okay, here it is. Here's the piano. That's my piano, okay? And if you tell me, okay, you're gonna learn the piano, and by the way, you're gonna learn all the things that you need to know about the piano in a classroom, and you're gonna learn the theory, you know what? I would not ever take that. But if you tell me, hey, Suzanna, here's the piano, and why don't you just, you know, play a few keys, you know, here and there, and let me see what you got. You know, I'll do it right away. I'm more of a practical type of a person, okay? I'm hands-on. I like to do things. When I learn something new, I want to do it right away. And then if I make a mistake, you tell me. I make a mistake, I need to do it, redo it, or, you know, do it again, okay? So at any rate, all these classes sounded to me were more like theoretical. You know, you would go into a classroom, they teach you like in a classroom format. And so immediately right off the bat, I went, no way, that was not my type of learning, okay? I don't know about you, but for me, practical knowledge is number one, okay? And so just to wrap this up, for my first episode on how I got started in real estate, I went to different guru seminars for free most of the time. And then one day I met this guy, and he's like the savior, my savior, because he was on stage. His name is Jason, okay? Jason Rodriguez. Hi, Jason. Do you remember me? And he said, oh, if you sign up with me, I'm going to fly over to your city. I am going to hold your hand, and I am going to teach you how to flip properties, real estate properties. I go, this is the kind of guy that I want to hire. So guess what? Guess what I did? Yes, I signed up right away. Yes, I signed up right away, and I spent a lot of money, okay? Can you guess how much money I spent on this guy to learn from him, directly from the guru, to learn how to flip real estate? Well, guess what? It's a lot of money, okay? Why don't you take a guess? Respond down here. Let me know how much it cost me, okay, in total. And then how much do you think I made on my first deal with him? Let me tell you, the money that I spent was well worth it. Why it was well worth it? Because I learned from the best. I learned by having some really hands-on stuff, okay, which I'm going to share with you in the next several podcasts. And the good part is you don't have to pay me a penny for this secret, okay? And so I am so excited for you because you're gonna learn how to flip real estate, how to buy and hold, and how to do other things with real estate. It's really cool, okay? So hang on there, but guess what? Real estate is not the only thing that I learned. I learned other things along the way. Basically how to build wealth, okay? So bear with me. It's going to be a very, very fun journey. You know, if you've been thinking about, oh my gosh, how do I even start building wealth? You know, I say real estate is the way to go. Yeah, okay? Well, at least for me, okay? That's how I got into this wealth building mindset. You know, regardless of what people say, having a mindset, a strong mindset is very important in wealth building journey, okay? So I'm gonna talk more about that when we have an opportunity to share more information with each other and, you know, with you and everybody else. So bye-bye, have a wonderful day. And you know what, if you have any questions at all about anything relating to money, feel free to write your questions down below here, okay, where the comments are, and then I'll be sure I'll read every single comments, every single question that you have, and I'll respond to all the questions, okay? So that's one thing I can guarantee you, for you to be my follower, okay? All right, bye everybody.